Let me say thank you, though. I want to say thank you to everybody that I've been interacting with as of late. Y'all people been telling me some heavy shit that I really appreciate, right? There's some deep shit I want to say to you. People is enjoying what your brother have to offer, and they say they like the authenticity and the style of how I give it up, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. This is one of the most deepest things a nigga could ever tell you. In mystery, one of the biggest mysteries in the universe is this: everything ain't for everybody. So when you saying that I'm keeping it real, I'm not keeping it real. I'm keeping it epic because we fucking with the myth. And we do epic shit over here. They doing the real shit over there. Whatever real means, that shit is relative. You heard? On a person-to-person level, I don't want none of my students to ever think that their personality is their greatest card in this world. Your greatest card, the thing that you keep to your chest, is your knowledge set. We don't walk around telling everybody what we know. You heard? The name of this shit is esoteric for a reason, nigga. Esoteric, nigga. Esoteric, nigga. If you want exoteric, real shit, go out to the church. The church is lit with rich people that's keeping it real. They really implementing their myth. So why you always want to be smart? Why we always want to be sharper and smarter than the religious people, but they be having the bankroll? The bankroll. The church people that even turn conscious done gave the church more money than they ever give the conscious people, because they think and equate consciousness is with keeping it real. No, I exalt the myth. The myth. The myth. I hope y'all can hear me better. I had this stupid ass shit holding that part of the shit. So, do y'all remember yesterday I put in one of them posts? Let me know if you want to hear this story about how I went to a movie called A Twerking Miniry. If one person say they want to hear the story, I'm going to tell you this story. I went to go see, that's my brother, there you go, Street Bang TV. Listen, Street Bang TV. Let me tell you what happened. I see you, Erica. I see you, Janelle, Elise, my peoples. I see y'all. I see you. A lot of dollar signs. You know what I mean? Special case. All my folks is in the building. Let's hear it. So now, legend. So I was celebrating a little shot I had of abundance. And you know how when you get $2 over 50 cents, a nigga be wanting to do it up and all that shit. How my son said, yo, let's go to this this movie shit, the Twerking Miniry. So I was like, a Twerking Miniry? I was like, this sound like like a hood movie. I'm like, what the? And my son who told me this, he from Vietnam. He Vietnamese, but he's a Negro. That nigga's he's hip hop the fuck out. He's the master of culture. You heard? I learned a lot of shit from my son. The nigga said, well, I could trust him. You heard? We get up there. I said, oh shit. I start seeing, we went to the Wilton. This was in 2016. We get up there. I seen underground rappers. It's this brother who one of the influences on Kendrick Lamar. That's you know, nice brother named Murs. He was up there. A lot of legends, people in the industry, people and shit was up there. So the Wiltern is a beautiful fucking theater. If you ever been to Los Angeles, that shit is amazing. I'm gonna go into detail in that, but watch this. So we in the lobby, and mind you, I had a few dollars of shit. So my son and them had the psilocybin, the mushrooms, right? So I was like, yeah, let me get an A for them shits, right? Why? I don't know what possessed me to do this shit. Why I consumed damn near the whole eighth. It was only like a cap and a stem left, and like some shards of that pixie dust shit at the bottom of the bag, right? So I eat the shit while drinking beer. They had some shit, I don't know if you ever seen this before. It's some shit where, however the cup is, they can put the cup down on the shit and then the cup automatically fill up with beer without the shit shooting down from the top. I was like, oh shit, right? When I seen that shit, I was like, but I'm not high yet, right? So I'm eating the shit in the lobby of the Wilton. Nobody could go into the theater actually yet. People still fraternizing, and then they got the book. You know how they do with the movies? They put the shit up on the wall. You could take a picture behind it looking like you was at the Cannes Film Festival, all that shit, right? So the lady is there who made the film. And I noticed when I came in, I ain't never seen no white folks with watermelon earrings. She had watermelon earrings on, right? So I was like, oh, right? So, you know, that my niggas start kicking it. I start getting offended, like, bitch, you wearing watermelons, that's supposed to be our fruit. Whatever, listen. Boom. So, mind you, I'm still not high yet, right? I'm just like on my culture shit. You know, I'm out here with these white folks, and this shit is called a twerkumentary. And I know that word is our word, and I don't really see that many black people at the event. It's only a few black people there, right? So I'm like, and then my son ain't even like technically black in that respect, but he the one knows about this shit. So I'm like, how the fuck ain't no niggas know about a whole movie called a twerkumentary, right? So, son, here come the homie. He invited his other homie, right? The white boy that I know make the beats and shit. He a producer. So he come up. I think his name is, what's my son's name? Danny or some shit, whatever, D or whatever. He pull up. So I'm like, yo, what's happening? You drinking? Because, you know, I'm feeling festive. Now this shit is starting to come down. So I'm starting to feel like sweat, but I ain't sweating. It feel like mushrooms is funny. You start feeling like it's drip. It's like a drip, right? So I'm like this. I start feeling like like I'm in a fucking movie or some shit. Like niggas start feeling like Scooby-Doo, right? So boom. I gives the nigga the beer, and the whole time he just holding it, right? So I went and drank my beer. I'm like this. Drinking beer in the movie theater that you bought from right there, that's some new shit anyway to me. You heard? I did my whole 20s in jail. When we was little going to the movies, I remember the big homie take us to the movies with guns on us, and this is a fact. We used to smoke cocaine blunts in the motherfucking movie theater in New York, and damn motherfucker in there to say something, smoking coke cigarettes, nigga, and the deuce. We'd go up to the shit, go step over the shit, and go to the top shit, and be wilding with hammers on us. So I'm like this, drinking beer in public like this and shit, I'm grooving. So I go just get to another beer like a stupid nigga, right? Mind you, I done fucked around and ate 85% of a fucking eighth of mushrooms, right? Like a fucking asshole. So they start, so I looked, I took, the white boy still holding the beer. I obviously was high when I was communicating to him. He thought he was holding the beer for me. I said, no, nigga, that's your beer, right? So he said, oh, thank you. So we goes in. Now they letting people into the theater. And now I'm noticing shit, right? I'm noticing that if I whisper in the theater, it sound loud as fuck, son. And this is a fact. I don't even know if this was because I was high or that's the acoustics of that theater, the Wiltern. I felt like it was like some shit. True Master and them told me about this when he went to Spain and went to the Alhambra. It was chambers in there where you could whisper and it sound like you yelling, you heard? Or yell and not be heard. You heard? Because of the what you call it? The sacred geometry and all that. Boom. That shit is sacred geometry the fuck out the Wilton Theater, right? So, and I'm not being funny, I'm just giving y'all the real shit. I want y'all to understand where I'm going. So now the high is coming. The high is coming the fuck down, right? So why we at the twerk-a-mini and then come sit next to me, my son and them right here, come sit next to me, is these sisters was scantily clothed. They wasn't really had a lot of clothes and shit on. This California, you know what I'm saying? And they was thick as a snicker. This is like June, right? Bursting thick, like, right? So, word to everything I love, I started feeling like I was these big women's son. This is what the mushrooms started coming down on me. Plus them 2 ass cups of IPA beer. So I started talking to this lady so nice, I think I weirded them out. Because I started telling them about how I'm a teacher and all of this shit. And I wanted to be accepted by her because her legs was out. She had them thick ass motherfucking brown legs. That shit was so beautiful to me. I wanted to sit on her fucking lap. Her and her girlfriend. I wanted to lay on them, right? So my son was like hitting me. He was hitting my knee like, "So you good?" Like this. I was like, this nigga hating. Yeah, I'm good. I'm over here with the sisters and shit. So then they fucked around and got the fuck away from me because I started teaching in that bitch. So boom, the seats is filling up. The lights go down, right? And son, the movie started, right? Now I'm high as a motherfucker. I swear the shit got me lit, right? So I'm in there and I'm not afraid though. This is the thing. I'm in this high universe, but I'm not afraid of nothing. That's a different kind of high, right? So I'm sitting there and the white girl who I just seen with the motherfucking watermelon earrings is on the screen. So I said, oh, she's the director. That's why she was taking them motherfucking pictures like that. The movie starts with her looking up. She's Italian. Her name is Spaghettio. She do music videos for niggas. She used to do music videos for niggas. Very talented filmmaker, right? Nigga. I go like this. I'm watching. Well, she starts the movie Googling the word twerk. And then starts searching the first things that she see. So the first thing that she seen in the Google search was a prosthetic ass. Like, not a prosthetic ass, my nigga. Chill, don't laugh. One of them sex doll asses, right? That you could buy, and it's a broad ass, right? From the thing. So she bought a fat, fake ass that I think the motherfucker took batteries or some shit, right? Boom. So I'm high, son. I'm like, this bitch is crazy, right? So I'm laughing, I'm a little talking and shit, boom, right? So then the shit goes from her like, I'm talking in her Italian accent, how she trying. I'm wondering why the fuck this twerk-a-minute shit is not on Netflix. The shit is good. Because how you going to be interested on how the story ends, right? So boom. Mind you, I told you I kicked myself out this movie. I had to, right? Nigga. So now I'm so fucking high that now it goes to that to I'm like spacing though. Like time and shit is not even really existing no more. This bitch is running around with this fake ass. She was like this it was like the moment of discovery in the beginning of films and all this shit, boom. So I think I went like this, boom. And then I looks back up and shit. Cause I'm high, son. Right? And they was in Russia twerking. She went to Morocco. They twerked in Russia, Morocco, Iceland. How the sisters twerk had become a motherfucking trend amongst women all over the world. Right? This is what I'm gathering. So then Nigga pop back up. Too Short is on the motherfucking shit, right? So I was like, holy shit. I think E40, then what's her name was on there. So this is what I knew. I was high as a motherfucker. When the girl who sang My Neck, My Back, and My Lick It Fine, Lick It Good, what's her name, was in the movie, right? Talking about twerking and all this shit, twerking. Then nigga, they went, and this is when I started talking out loud. Mind you, this is a fucking place that you can't whisper in there without being heard, son. You heard? The Wilton ain't made to watch movies. That shit is made for performances, right? It's like some orchestra ill shit, right? So why they goes to Japan and they twerking in Japan, right? And the Japanese girl had two-tone extensions in her hair, right? And the Japanese girl had door knockers and a Biggie Smalls sweater. And that's when I started crying. That's my word. Not laughing. I started crying. I felt like this bitch, this is them drugs, this that shit, this is the mushrooms. It was freeing me up to the shit that I be thinking about, fucking with the racial shit and all of the shit that about my culture and about how my shit is this every fucking where, and nobody can explain how the fuck it got there, right? So I'm like, I started crying, son, because I seen my big homie, the female Nelda, make up two-tone. No other woman was doing that shit. Nelda made that up. She was the first woman I ever seen when we was little that was dressing better than the niggas that had just as much gold as all of them niggas and the door knockers and all that shit. And she had the extensions because she used to do all of the women hair around my way. She used to do my baby mom's hair and my daughter. She done did my daughter hair and all that, right? She's a master braider. And she would put colors in her hair. She'd have a red extension mixed in, and it was ill back in the day. Nobody was doing that until Nelda did it, God bless the dead. And then everybody started doing this shit, right? Out of nowhere. Then I seen the door knockers and I was like, how the fuck did Nelda shit get out there to Japan? How the fuck am I in a twerking watching a twerking It ain't that many black people in there, right? Nigga, so I'm talking and I'm like, I starts narrating every fucking shot of the movie, right? So then, everything. So then, it was like, it was some shit where, like a nigga started twerking in the movie, and the whole audience was happy as a motherfucker. They was like this. That shit, the mushrooms was making me look at the world ill. I said, yo, what the fuck they got this nigga up here? They was in New Orleans with niggas twerking, right? I said, and everybody in the audience was like clapping, happy, and I'm not one of the only black people in the motherfucker, right? Me and the rap nigga, the rappers, the brother that I told y'all that I recognized, and we was like, it wasn't that many black people in there, and then it was the sister in there that I seen, because it wasn't that many black people in there anyway, I seen her on the screen. So after that brother did whatever that wild shit he was doing, then the sister said some shit about twerking and how it comes from Africa and that the stuff that they're doing. And then I was like, yes! I started clapping. You know how you do the clap and you be thinking everybody gonna clap with you? And ain't nobody clap with me, son. The sister, I could hear her like laugh a little bit because I know she was in the audience, right? She had her little afro, pretty sister and shit. She was in there with her brother. It was only about 5 niggas in there, but the whole theater was full. So when she said that black power shit, ain't nobody clapping up how they was clapping up when the dude was, what you call it, dancing like that. I started narrating that shit in front of them loud. The people was like, come on, man. Please, can you, what? So I was like, oh, I started getting bold. I was like, you got the right nigga. I'm one of them niggas. You stupid motherfucker. This is 2016. I'm like, you stupid motherfuckers. You sitting in here laughing at that nigga twerking. I'm loud. Word to my dad. Word to my mother. My man to tell you. My son would tell you, I got witnesses. My son, Charles, will tell you. I was in there like, you motherfuckers was in here laughing, having motherfucking fun watching this nigga twerk. But when the sister says some motherfucking shit that was empowering, you motherfuckers was damn near silent as a motherfucking church mouse. And this is a black movie. You talk about a black term, right? So I tried to shut up. My son was like, chill, son, you going in, right? So I was like, chill. So then here come a broad dressed like a dude with another broad that looked like a lady, right? Tried to boss up on a nigga, turn around like, yo, can you, my brother? I'm like, my brother? Did you just see what the fuck just happened, right? I felt like they was flipping on me. I felt like everybody was flipping on me all of a sudden, right? Yo, I felt like they was flipping on me. So then, word is bond. After they got to Kaya kept coming back into the film. Kaya was dropping it, but them fucking mushrooms kept dropping. The mushrooms kept coming down like a motherfucker, son. Like a motherfucker. I'm talking about, I was emotional, son. Word is born, I was emotional. I felt righteous as a motherfucker, man. About being myself, about being black, about being in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like this, we in a motherfucking movie, the twerkomentary. If y'all don't get the fuck out of here, right? So then, I just said, you know what? Fuck y'all. Fuck all of y'all. You heard? And I cursed the day ass the fuck out, my nigga, on my way out. I cursed the day ass the fuck out. And I remember when I went out the wrong way, like an asshole. And if you ever been to the Wilton, they had a smoking section. For real. Like if your ass was in there, you wanted to smoke. They had a smoking section, and if you go out, boom. I was like, I ain't had no weed, I ain't had no fucking cigarette, but something told me. I said, give this dude right here this little bit of mushrooms and tell the nigga give you one of them American spirits. I traded the nigga this California. That was like a good deal to this nigga. He loved. He was like, yo, you are the realest dude in the world. I'm like, you don't know, nigga. I just kicked myself out from the inside, right? Boom. That nigga gave me that cigarette, and I swear to God, I walked from the Wilton all the way home. And then when I got through this part of California called MacArthur Park, I was in Koreatown, walked through that, then I got to MacArthur Park. That's where our Mexican brothers and sisters from El Salvador and other locations in South America, they situated there. And it's a beautiful park because it has an active waterway there that be shooting water. So, bro, I'm walking and the emotional flood of all type of shit was this, what you call it, like expressing itself. And it was like you fucking taking a mind shit. Like you be having all these concepts that you know to your heart, that you know for a fact that you born already knowing instinctively what's right and what's wrong. You heard? And I think the purpose of certain type of pharmacopoeia is to get you till you can remember your ingrained motherfucking, what you call it, your ingrained righteousness that's already in you. You feel me? Sometime you will fuck around and forget who you is, and the forest is here to remind you who you are. You know what I'm saying? So now come to find out, my son hit me the next day laughing at me. That nigga was like, yo, you crazy, you's a funny dude. Because I went in, he was like, yo, it was tripping. I was tripping, literally, right? That nigga told me, he said, you should have stayed for the whole movie because it was good. The girl ended the movie in Africa. She ended the movie showing where twerking have an indigenous import, and that there's tribes of women that was almost there in their secret society. They would teach each other how to belly dance. This is an African continent belly dancing. So you can also see that when you go, as you see like dance hall queens. You heard? With the exception of them jumping off of shit and niggas jumping off of buildings on top of their motherfucking ass, when they be ticking, that's what they call that shit. You remember that? When they be ticking, doing all that crazy ass shit with them hips, that is ancient shit. That's how women, low key, was able to maybe perhaps affect almost like that. That's fucked around, be they magic wand, they pelvis, nigga. Bones and shit are sacred in sorcery. Nigga, they be shaking the shit out them asses. You heard? Them asses be looking. Did you see that Kanye video where he was showing them the girl, she gave herself an ass lift? She got the fuck to it too, right? To the twerking and all that. You heard? Did y'all see the video I put up? Where I reposted it, somebody, the Jada Pinkett shit, they made the dance. She was in entanglement. I was entangled. Entanglement, that shit was funny. But they got one of them girls dancing on that shit. That shit, them motherfuckers be moving their hips. But my point is, you know, this is what I learned from that experience, is that the pharmacopoeia will expose you to your emotions as well as your limits and what you can understand in context. And sometimes, this is why I teach students that if I'm talking to you, right, and this is minus, what if I don't have no high in me? I still reacted like this. I reacted the same way that I be like, I don't want them to do. Where if I'm talking to you, how can you formulate a response to what I'm saying if you haven't even heard all of the data? You heard? And the other lesson is, you stupid ass nigga, you fat boy, drinking beer in the movie theater. I fucked around, did not eat earlier. When a nigga get money, you know this. Street people know this. When you get money, you don't be thinking about eating. No, look. And then beer is funny because beer has it's an enzyme release itself in your gut that make your body feel like you ate. You heard? And you actually didn't. So beer and beverages, and then I'm fucking with an IPA. Niggas, I ain't never drank no fucking stupid ass IPA shit until I came to California. And nigga put me on to that stupid ass shit. For real. Fuck you one. I'm on a live. So I go like this. The other lesson is, don't sit up and eat no fucking eighth of mushrooms, you weirdo. What the fuck was you thinking about? And chased it with 2 beers, nigga. You was tweaking, cuz. Right? I was bugging. For real. Them IPAs is different. Chill Clinton. I got a vibe with you tomorrow. Hit me tomorrow, Chill Clinton. I got a vibe with you tomorrow. I know I got something for you, too. Yeah, there you go. Beer is the liquid bread because of the yeast. Correct. And this is why I'm like, when I get a yeast buildup, you get it in your nasal tract. You heard? A nigga be like, you gotta really be conscientious of shit like this now, because they gonna say any little thing. Nigga, you sick, nigga. Oh, you sick. Blood is sick. You do anything, nigga. You can't have a cold no more, son. You remember that? Oh, I was a little under the weather. They gonna be like this. Under the weather? Yeah. Stay your ass the fuck away from me. Watch. The world is different, boy. It's gonna take, however long ago the Black Plague was, to niggas to get to be like this, walk around and not washing your hands no more when you come in the house. Watch the next 100 years or whatever, nigga, that's coming. You can't have nothing. You heard? Watch. You can't even sneeze around niggas. Yo, every place I've been, if somebody cough, I wouldn't give a fuck if we outside. People be like this. Motherfucker be like, you okay? Like, you all right? So you gotta be conscientious, man. For real, a little bit. You know. For real. Word is bond. Yeah, that shit, like Guinness too. Guinness will have your ass thinking that you what you call it? That you ate a whole meal. For real. For real. You know what niggas use Guinness for? Nigga go get some Guinness and some peanuts. Shit. Whiny, whiny. Whiny, whiny. Too much. It's kind of late. I want to play some of this album for y'all. Y'all want to hear some album? I might be able to, without my neighbors acting crazy, I might be able to play one song. The album is done. Dog Food Part 2, nigga. Done. Done data. You heard? You know who on there. You know who on there.
Now let's talk the overdose. Most of you youngsters will never know the half, like one overdose. But I know the most when it comes to being in a state of comatose of a drug-infested pursuit of the Holy Ghost. And while you're screaming, you're all I need to get by, left and Mary. Your demons are screaming, you're all I need to get high, left and Mary. And every step you take is scary as you climb and climb, shattering paradigms, trying to intertwine with frequencies that vary. Popping pills, copping thrills, in a state of dreams not fulfilled. You youngsters need to breathe, stop and chill. If you want to learn how to drive, you hit up the DMV. But if you want to learn how to fly, you hit up the DMT. But it's the EMT that feel like Airbnbs, and I'm just giving you G. That's what I see in you, I see in me. And that's love. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the new drug. And while you sitting there confused like a blue blood, it's the blue bloods who are taking away your ability to truly be in pursuit of what makes you God, and that's true love. The higher the frequencies, the higher we can see. My lower desires weaken me, but it's the fire that we secrete into the bloodstream that love brings. Straight from the heart chakra, should I love green? Osiris is the proof that we are descendants of kings. So love is the vibration. Love is the libation poured by the Moors into the shores and into every pore of every warrior who ever came before, who was ever slain in the shores of the north but came ready for war. It's victory that I'm facing. So if your blood type ain't the love type, then this new paradigm shift would definitely have you up nights, paranoid, uptight, sitting upright, as your immune is immune to the things that make us fight, that give us light, that give us sight. So love is the answer. Love is the mantra. Love is the anti-cancer, the first eye enhancer. So the question I ask you, are you ready for love? This is a drug story to a love story.
This album is crazy, son. around with noses, nigga. Fuck you, me.
Shooters and the victims ain't sober. 4.1 grams over. Snow over, dope over, sleep over, fentanyl. I see fear in your eyes, nigga. High side, gun on your left side, 6-saw. They block y'all, chalk y'all on the fucking concrete, fuck y'all. I seen it all, nigga. Peter Pan, Paul, nigga. Paul fed them all, nigga. Let's pop pills, seals in the mall. Shoplift, pop shit, nigga. Money in my black fist. Scared, get a dog, bitch. Lemon squeeze, biscuits and butter. I know a blood name stutter. Peace almighty, almighty. Peace almighty. God is a goat when it's climbing. Dare you to triumph. Holy water, fire. Sun water, sun water. Sun water, sun brings the lightning. Sun brought the lightning. We mobbing. Sometimes we mobbing. Range Rover turnover. As the world turns over, 4.1 grams over. Snow over, dope over, sleep over, fentanyl. Fuck y'all. I see fear in your eye, nigga. High side, gun on your left side. 6-saw, block y'all. Chalk around your body, nigga. Chalk on the ground, y'all. Blood on the concrete holy down. Yeah, death come in trilogies. Death is the friend of me. Over time, I see enemies. Feed me. I see you when you see me. Fat meat is greasy. We make money when we sleeping. You can't believe me. You can't deceive me. You can't use me, nigga. You can't use me. I'm a drug, nigga. I'm a drug. Can't use drugs. Drugs you need. Drugs use you, motherfucker. Drugs use you.
Dirty digs. It's a beautiful ass song, yo. This right here, though.
Yeah. They turn the light up on this motherfucker so I can see this shit. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Word to my birth. Glass on the casket. Hermes hearse. Horse in the carriage. Duke in the Duchess. OG Kush in the Duchess. Hit a few corners. Slopes for the function. Let me hold something. Matter of fact, you know what? Fiends only one cut. Shit hit different on the wake up. Fake dope feel all different in they guts. Figure out how to sniff a brick truck. Tears in the rain. Hot vein from a lane. Coke in they slang, nigga. Cradle to the graveyard. Brave in the city yard. Truth is the knife if your life is a sentence. Jail shit can't kill able like a menace. God is the light at the end of a pipe, nigga. Sticks on the boxes, Ricks on the foxes. 17 shots is word to the Molly, nigga. Doggone fixes. The words to the projects. Jump over fences. The devil eat Christians. I am a dead man. My life was a fiction. My death a myth. Can you get the drift? We about to make moves. Bread about to shift. Blood on the iceberg history. Rolex robbery. Gangland mystery. Tattoo teardrops. Crime scene heresy. Fat guard hungry, nigga. Food don't miss me. Master the pentateuch in the penitentiary. Master your mind, nigga. Master your memory. Savagery. Moors from the turn of the 8th to the 15th century. Allow me to speak, please. Teach, please. I'm what the 5th Beatle be. I'm what the 5th Beatle might be. I'm not the one to deceive, boy. I'm the last thing that a dead nigga see, boy. Chemical Ali, artificially, nigga. Martin Luther King, nigga. Nothing for a sleeper but a dream, nigga. AA's a teacher, Rashid's a fiend. Rocket love is blind, hotter than July. Every day is fucking summer. Every day is summer when you motherfucking high. Sunset, God bless the dead though. Nothing come to a sleepy nigga but the feds though. carriage, Duke in the Duchess, OG Kush in the Duchess. Hit a few corners, slopes for the functions. Let me hold something, nigga, let me hold something. Yeah, bro, let me hold something for the hoes to get you, man. For real. That little bit of money, that shit burn in your pocket there, bro. Come on, do something with that shit, man. You finna fuck that off. You heard? Yeah.
This shit crazy. This shit is different.
Long for the death if you true, nigga. Long for that death if you true, nigga. Who's scared of death, boy? You scared of the death, boy. Death is on the left, boy. Ask all the real rights. Cold-blooded murders after midnight. Get away, get right. This is different death. This is just a different kind of get right. A different kind of get away. A different kind of get right. Money about to get right. Antagonistic, Gnostic, mystery. The young me breaking the car with me. Let's do the robbery. No minorities, no pops running with that posse. Boy, mad hungry, nigga. Jones coming down, nigga. Knows mad money. Ain't shit funny though. Poverty directed, poverty directed the movie. Six-step Harlem World, masjid, gold on that goofy. Crescent in the moon, I'm the truth be. Words of my umi. Islam etiquette. Shout out to 3-time predicates.
This shit is different. This shit different.
What up, son? I see God up in Magic City clapping for me, rolling up the 8 with a Rizzy off the plate. Addicted to mistakes. This is well done, son. Feeling the young nigga, what a state. Some say God don't make no mistakes, nigga. In a space, hero with 1,000 faces. This ain't the real one. Dodge your case. Look at you, look at them, trying to be a real one. Yeah, right, nigga. Let me see you be some A1, fake one, capping. No fun stacking, nigga, no more lacking. No fun stack paper, shake a hater uniform. Dressed like the truth, nigga. All black, everything. Savage with a real estate habit. I used to be on Grand Sippin', hit a secret rabbit. God bless the dead man, never can you kill a savage. God bless the living with this cabbage. Bankroll, socket to my pocket like a rocket. Babylon Parsons, gold in the dawning. Dion, I'm flossing. Eunice, Pascal, Beverly. I made the devil see blindly. I saw Stevie Wonder see me, nigga. I saw Stevie Wonder see me.
I saw Stevie Wonder see me, nigga.
Yeah, tapestry. And you need some click-clacks and character to fuck with me, to know me. Then you need my family behind you to guide you. Lord forbid, just in case you ever catch a case, you better fucking demonstrate savagery. War with some hate, poverty inside of them. Don't play with plates. None of them, all of them. Punks need friends, jumping up extorting
I sound. That's how I sound when them old niggas want some of that dope. They be like, what's this? What's the name of this? I ain't buying that shit unless you give me a sample. Fuck that. And if that shit right, the dope sell itself.
Yeah, listen to the splash. Poly wordplay. Poly wordplay. Art last. Baz. Basil. Watch how fast. Feel how you supposed to feel. Fast. Feel how you supposed to feel. Fast. Ricky Bobby, nigga. Let's go fast. Feel how you supposed to feel. Heal how you supposed to heal. No broke minister. Don't make yourself feel like a fucking martyr. Do art, move smart, manifest your paper. God don't sniff no free coke. Hope round with dope, nigga. Come get a fix. God never feel broke. Surrounded by the art. And always buy some sharp shit. Stab you. Red leather, bitch, nigga. I'ma thrill you. Thrash you. Funk master knife you. And this a fucking tunnel. All burn as the world turns. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. Hey, go bitch. It's your turn. Feel how you wanna feel. Spill how you wanna feel. Feel how you supposed to feel. Heal how you supposed to heal. No broke minister. Don't make yourself feel like a fucking martyr. Do art mad smart. Move mad smarter. Manifest your paper, nigga. God don't sniff no free coke. Hope rhyme with dope, nigga. Come get a fix. Come get a fix. Yeah. Cut yellow diamond Cartier mystery. They cutting fingers off for their families. Somalian. Pirates is the gangsters. Moors made lasers. Gandhi on your forehead. The red dot is lead. Rex said this nigga dead. The copper top is lead. Explode when they hit you. Meat turns to tissue. Fake friends acting like they miss you. But I don't give a fuck. Fat God penetrate. Push when he pumps. She be with us. Your hoe is where you never go. Took her to Melrose, Sunset, webs on the elbow, numbers on these elbows. Kitty Black Perry, naked in the kitchen, blunts filled with fish kill, death on a scale. Look at me, free willy, bitch, I'm a whale. Feel how you wanna feel, smoke how you wanna smoke. Feel how you wanna feel, heal how you supposed to heal. No broke minister, don't make yourself to a martyr. Do art, move smart, manifest your paper. God don't sniff no free coke. Hope rhymes with dope. Come get your fix. Come get your fix, boy. Yeah. Noi 1, JR, Legends, Menace, Part 2.
Sonically, I don't think you niggas is ready. This shit gonna be so crazy. My son, I got, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, Kunta the Kinte. My name Bimbe, capital Mali. Let's go shopping. Full fashion. Liberians with the Nigerians. Eritreans, Ethiopians. My dopamine, the game is so mean with a team. Just like AA. In the streets, in the east, they spray Chinese AKs. Black men that stand on their Afghanistan. You would never understand a 5-year plan with a 10-year plan. I make the 85 understand. God is your mama. God is your mama. God is your mama, nigga. God is your mama. My name is Bimbe, capital Mali. Let's go shopping. Full fashion. Eritreans, nigga. Ethiopians. My dopamine. Yeah. We in the bucket with the strong and the leaf. I'm not a thief, just a chief. Gun in my briefs, what a relief. Gold reefs, black Caesar. I attract divas. I am black ether. Fire crack thesis. Tire screeching, sideshow rider. We slide beastin' on the streets. You ain't really built how you be speaking. I barber sharp with my lineup like I do. sentence. My life is written. The dope prescriptions, cocaine compositions. Chain.
That's it. That's it. It's too much sauce on this. Produced by Sadhu Gold. You just heard that. You heard? Produced by Sadhu Gold. Me and Planet Asia. That shit is crazy. I got a tri-state feature. That's one of the most exclusive features I've ever had in my life. Shout out to Tri-State. One of the nicest rappers ever rapped in the fucking world. You heard? Tri-State is a fucking legend. For real. Of course, I got Cindian on the... I can't do no project without Sin on this. Sin is that's my partner in crime. You know, we got lyrical history. She on there. You know I can't do no album without my little brother production on there. I only follow my little brother. You heard? That's one of the greatest people in the whole world that I know. You heard? For real. I love my little brother, and he's a illmatic producer. Lighthouse is a fucking beast. He on there. Black Dot.